Hello, dear students. Welcome you all to the online series of lectures of economics. So, in previous lectures, while you were in classes, we discussed about what is demand curve, what are the different types of demands, and what are the determinants of demand. Today, we will move forward from that slide. We will discuss the demand schedule. So demand schedule is the relationship between your price and output, which we are showing in a tabulated form. So in this table, you can see here in one column we are showing the prices and another column we are showing the quantity. And we are giving a point here. A point, the prices were 4, quantity were 10. At point B, prices were 3, quantity was 20. Similarly, at C and D points, we have determined the coordinates. When we are presenting this table in a graphical form or geometrical representation of demand schedule, we will say it is a demand curve. So at point A, you can see here the prices were 4 and quantity demanded was 10. At point B, the prices were 3, quantity demanded were 20. Point C, the prices were 2 and quantity demand were 30. And similarly, at point D, the prices were 1 and the quantity demanded was 40. So you can see from here when the prices were more, the quantity demanded was less. At point A, 4 was the quantity, 10 was the quantity demanded. At point 1, when the prices are fall by 3, then the quantity demanded increased. Okay, so this is called your law of demand. As the price of a good rises, quantity demand of that good falls. And as the prices of good falls, quantity demanded of the good rise. It is your ceteris paribus. Okay, diamond paradox we have discussed earlier. So similarly, one name is given to this also, ceteris paribus. When the prices of good rise, quantity demanded will fall. When the prices of goods fall, quantity demanded will increase. Next is your demand function. So previously we have discussed the demand is determined by different things, under which price of the product was the first determinant, then income of the consumer, price of related good, taste and preferences, advertising, customers' expectation of future income and prices, growth of any economy, seasonal conditions and population. In detail already we have discussed these things. Okay, so under demand schedule, what we are saying, when we express the relationship between demand and its determinants mathematically, the relationship is known as demand function. So mathematically, when we are saying that the demand is a function of all those things, all the determinants through which we can find out the demand for any product, then it will call your demand function. So here we are saying demand of product X depends on the price of X, income of the person, price of related good, taste, advertisement, and other things. Okay. So when we discuss the law of demand, that time we say that demand is a function of price itself. Okay. So price elasticity of demand we discuss with this thing only. The demand for a function, demand for any good is a function of price. This we will discuss in further slides. Now let's see what are the exceptions of law of demand. The law of demand says that the prices are high, the quantity purchased will be lesser. When the prices will fall down, people will tend to buy more of those goods. But it is not always true. There are certain things or certain goods or conditions where the law of demand doesn't fit properly or suitable. So these are Veblen goods, Giffen goods, demonstration effects are there, future exceptions of price, goods with no other substitute, conspicuous necessities are there, and emergencies. So one by one we will discuss this. First of all is the Veblen good. The another name of Veblen goods are luxurious goods. So what happens when the prices of luxurious goods fall down? The quantity demanded is also comes down. Why it happens? Because the luxurious goods people buy because of their luxurious nature. Okay, they consumption of those goods gives a uniqueness to the consumers. Okay, they give them the superiority over the others. So once the luxurious thing or luxurious quality of the good will come down, everyone can afford it. Then what is the uniqueness with associated with that product? So it happens when the prices of luxurious goods fall down or Veblen goods fall down, the quantity demand is also comes down, and when the prices of those goods increases, the demand also surge. Next one is your Giffen goods. Another name of the Giffen good is your inferior goods. Okay, so some special variety of inferior goods are termed as Giffen goods. Cheaper variety of this categories like bajra, cheaper vegetables like potatoes comes under this category. So these are the economists who initially observed that people used to spend more of their income of inferior goods like potatoes and less of their income on meat. If they are consuming two things like potatoes and meat, so potato is their staple food. Staple food means they consume it more, it satisfies their hunger, and meat is just for some taste. So what will happen when the potatoes price will increase? So they will be having less money to buy the meat. Then what will they do? They will spend all their income to purchase potatoes. Otherwise, what will happen? Potatoes are expensive. They will consume less. So they will be hungry. So what they will do? Full portion of their income they will give for potatoes. So when the prices of potatoes will increase, the quantity demanded will also increase. Now let's discuss what are the different shifts and movements in demand curve. So fluctuation of price, another determinants of demand, causes movement along the demand curve. So movement is only because of the fluctuation in price, not other things. Okay. So in this curve you can see this D is your demand curve. At point A, the price for A, $1, and the quantity of ice cream cones were 8. When prices of ice cream increases, at point B you can see that price is $2 and quantity demand came down to the 4. So our demand from point 1 we shifted to point B with the increase in the price. Okay, and quantity demanded came down. So this is, you can see that in the same demand curve we are moving from one point to another point. So it will be your quantity, movement along the demand curve. Then shifts along the demand curve. A shift in the entire demand curve to the new position is called the change in demand. And it is not because of the price, it is because of some other factors like the income change or taste of preference change or advertisement effect or something else, maybe based on the prices of substitutes or maybe based on the complementary products prices. Okay, so if the income will increase of a person, the entire demand curve will shift to the right, because with the increased income the person can buy more of the good at the same price. Like you can see here, when the income is increasing at 2 rupees, he can purchase more quantity. So demand curve will shift to right. When income will decrease, the demand curve will shift to left. Similarly, the advertisement effects also shift the demand curve to the right hand side. Taste and preferences change. If the people prefer more of that good over another good, the demand curve will shift to right. If people will not prefer that good over another good, the demand curve will shift to left. Okay, and complementary and substitute products also, if the substitutes are cheaper, what will happen? The demand curve of the product will come down, because people will prefer to the cheaper substitute. When the substitute prices will be higher, the demand curve for our product will shift to right hand side. So these all are the factors. Non-price factors means, non-price when we are saying, it means for the same good or services. Okay, substitute and complementary prices we can discuss here under the shifts. So when the non-prices changes are there, and because of that the demand curve is shifting to left or right, we will say it is a shift in your demand curve. Okay, so I hope today's lecture is clear to all of you. If you have some queries, you can catch me on your WhatsApp group. I will solve your queries there. Thank you so much for watching this video.